Hello, I'm Kevin Sloan with Dream Vacations and Tradewinds Travel Team, and today we're going to be talking about the differences of a cruise and a cruise tour. A lot of people don't know that cruise tours even exist. Those that just go on cruises, which typically last about a week, get to see mainly things that are close to shore from excursions and things like that. But we're going to be talking about the main differences and why you might want to consider cruise tours, especially for those bucket list locations like Europe, Alaska, Hawaii. So stay tuned. We're going to cover all the differences, all the perks and advantages so that you can determine what is best for you, because everybody's different. You know, some people want to be on that boat the whole time, get off a little bit, hang out close to port, and it's all about being on the ship, while others want to get out and explore and be adventurous. And let's face it, we're all in different points health-wise. Some of us are older and in shape, but ready to go out and be adventurous. Some of us are older and not so in shape, want to relax. Before we start going over all these key differences to help you decide if a cruise is better or a cruise tour is better, drop that free sub if you haven't yet. We are also doing a giveaway at the moment. You've got until July the 5th, Sunday, July the 5th, to go to my Jamaica Ochi video where we discuss, is it worth it to stay at Jamaica Ochi Sandals? And drop in the comments there, subscribed, if you have subscribed. And Sunday night, July 5th, we're going to do a giveaway for a $25 Amazon card. So do that if you haven't yet. Let's hop into this. So right here on this screenshot that we're looking at here, this grizzly bear. Now, we don't want to get this close to a grizzly bear. I want to keep my distance, but this is Denali National Park. And one of the reasons that you want to take a cruise tour, you get to see the awesome wildlife that Denali has to offer. And it is not close enough to shore to see this from just a regular excursion that you would take from a normal cruise. So that is one of the advantages. Cruise tours will take you places that you can't see otherwise. And when you go to places like Denali here, you have a tour guide with you, a specialist that usually takes you by train or motor coach, depending on where you're at. In Alaska, for example, there is a special glass-domed train that you can still see a lot of the outside surroundings, because Alaska is just really untamed, untouched by man, a lot of it. I've heard it is one of the most beautiful places on earth. So that's definitely on my bucket list. We knocked Hawaii out through a cruise tour in 2025. Last year, we knocked Hawaii out with a cruise tour through Norwegian Cruise Lines. They are the only cruise line, as far as Hawaii goes, that has a cruise ship ported all the time in Hawaii. That is the Norwegian Pride of America, and it is a 7-night cruise. And you start in Honolulu and you see the 4 major islands. So for our cruise tour on that one, we stayed 3 nights in Honolulu, but we will talk more about that here shortly. So focusing on Alaska at first, you can see some of the beautiful scenery here. These mountains that are snow-capped, and then areas that are green. I mean, where else are you going to get views like this, guys? There's some of those motor coaches I was talking about. So for a cruise tour, generally it's going to be a little more expensive than your cruise. And the reason for that is you have these nice, 4 and 5 star accommodations like the Wilderness Lodge in Alaska, and that is included in your price. So you've got your transportation there, motor coach, train, whatever it is. You have, of course, the cruise itself is included. As far as pricing goes, it's the same cruise. It's just you're adding 3 to 8, 9 extra nights inland on land, places that you can't get to from a cruise ship. Now, you can take little excursions that take you out so far, but you're just not going to get your money's worth unless you take a cruise tour to Alaska and Hawaii. You don't want to just go to Hawaii and see one island. They all really have different things to offer. So anyway, your lodging, your transportation, your tour guide, all those people have to be paid. All that is included in your cruise tour. But you've got the 7 nights on the cruise ship. That's going to be your food, your lodging, and all that. And then your cruise tour, you'll be learning if you like to learn and be adventurous. Your tour director will be providing the details of what you're learning about and things like that. Some more beautiful scenery here to Alaska. So one of the things that I want to consider, and I've priced a few Alaskan cruises lately, is when I go myself, and this is what I want to tell my customers, my clients. When I go myself, I want to do a cruise tour like I did in Hawaii. I'm not sure, if I'm going to go with Princess, Norwegian, probably one of those two. And you can just do the cruise, but if it's a bucket list thing, because I want to see all 50 states. So those two are going to be the toughest because they're not on the mainland. We've got Hawaii, check. I did the cruise tour. I do not regret it. I spent a lot of money, not going to lie. It wasn't the cheapest vacation, but I do not regret it. That's the thing about spending some money, about memories, is you've got that forever, guys. I do not regret it at all, and I'm planning on the same thing for Alaska. I want to do balcony. I want to be able to get up in the morning, go out on my balcony, drink my coffee, read my Bible, see the beautiful scenery as we pass by. And you have that inside passage in Alaska too, to where you can see everything around you that's going on. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to take that train and all that. But now that's Alaska. The land portion will happen on a normal cruise. The land portion will happen before or after the cruise. Generally, you'll fly in, like for Alaska, Vancouver, go to Anchorage or vice versa, and your flight back will be from either Anchorage or Vancouver. I'm talking people in the United States mostly. That's generally the most popular itinerary there. And that is to get to see the most of Alaska. And why wouldn't you want to while you can? Book it 2 years in advance or a year in advance, get you a down payment, use your tax money, whatever you can do, save up some, save up half of it and then make payments per month, and then when it gets time to go, it's paid and done with, and you can just go and enjoy your cruise tour for Alaska or Hawaii. So now to switch things up a little bit, we're looking at Hawaii, and look at those lush green mountains right there. So we flew into Honolulu and we spent 3 nights at Waikiki. That's what I'm saying. They don't put you up in like a little cheap hotel. They take care of you on these cruise tours. So you got to remember, it's not about cheap or how affordable. It's about the quality of the experience, because this is a memory that you are looking for that will last a lifetime. We had a balcony room on the Pride of America, and it was awesome. Probably the least that I would do on any cruise I go on, I've been spoiled by the balcony room, is ocean view. I have to at least be able to see out my window and see what I'm passing. Otherwise, if you're in your room resting, and you roll over and you look out the window, if there's no window there, you have no idea what you're passing. Here's the advantage of just going on a cruise, though. I know I've sat and talked up the cruise tour and everything, but let's just be honest. Some of us are not able to do a lot of walking. And to experience some is better than experiencing none. Okay? So if you're not able to walk and do the cruise tour, by no means am I saying, well, just don't go to Alaska or Hawaii then if you can't go out and do. I'm not saying that at all. A cruise is at least better than never going and seeing it, because you're going to get to see some beautiful locations from the cruise, even if you don't do the cruise tour. Okay. Because you can do some of those excursions. They'll port for a long time, for most of the day. When we did Hawaii, we even had overnight ports where we could have stayed on the island with no curfew and went and seen the whole island we were on. So that is an option, and you can go usually off the boat, and there's other shore excursion places. I am partnered with Shore Excursions, by the way. Smaller groups, cheaper rates. Check that out on my website, ksloan.dreamvacations.com. Okay, make sure to check that out. Shore Excursions, I do get a small commission from them, and they are way cheaper than booking excursions through Carnival or Royal Caribbean or whatever the main cruise line is that you're on, Shore Excursions Group, and they're always right there, right at the port, and they are guaranteed to get you back to the ship. Check out Shore Excursions Group on my website. Okay. So anyway, back to it. Hawaii, 4 islands to explore. Cruisetour, you stay at Honolulu for 3 nights. At least that's what mine was, the 11-day Oahu Explorer. We got to see the Polynesian Center included. We got to see Pearl Harbor. We got to go on a movie tour where the bus took us around and showed us all kinds of different places where they filmed a lot of these movies and things. And so plenty to do. And plus, right there, beautiful Honolulu, going out to Waikiki Beach and getting to enjoy that. And then leaving, getting on the cruise ship. And for 7 nights, we headed out to the other 3 islands. And it was amazing. Do not regret that at all. So I highly advise that you do that. Norwegian Cruise Line is excellent. Now, one of the things that you're going to be concerned with if you just do a cruise to Hawaii is you're going to be spending so much time on the water and less time seeing all the islands. That's why I liked flying directly into Honolulu and staying 3 nights on land and then going and doing the cruise. I got to see all 4 islands and spend a lot of time there. If you just cruise from the West Coast to Hawaii, you're not going to get to see as much. Now, am I telling you not to do it? If that's all you can afford, if that's all you want to do, if that's all you can afford to do, if you can't get around too good, then do it. Do it. But if you can swing it, do the cruise tour. Here at Los Angeles, for example, look at how far you have to cruise to just to get to Hawaii. So you're spending a lot of time on the water, not even stopping anywhere with that. And then you go to these 4 islands and get back, so you're looking at 2 weeks or more. You're spending so much time without doing anything except for being on the boat. So that's why I highly recommend fly into Honolulu and then spend your 7 days cruising and seeing all of them. It is a long flight. Now, that's another thing. If you don't want the long flight, then absolutely fly to Los Angeles from wherever you're at on the mainland and cruise. If you don't like being on an airplane that long, then you might want to just do the cruise. And then just do some longer excursions, if you don't want to. Now, when you start adding up the cost, though, of doing all these different excursions and things, that can add up pretty quickly. That's another reason why these cruise tours are so good. Now, another negative, though, of a cruise tour is a lot of times there's some unpacking, a lot of unpacking going on, depending on what you're doing, unpacking and going here and there, staying at different places. When you just do a cruise in and of itself, you unpack once. There's some advantages of just doing cruises, but I just wanted you to know, if you're wanting to see more places, if you're wanting to see more of the land, cruise tours are the way to go. Okay, guys, and here's one final money-saving tip. Always use a travel advisor. It is almost always more cost-effective than trying to piece together hotels, trains, and cruises on your own because of our industry relationships. Our cruise experts often have access to exclusive promotions, such as airfare credits, prepaid gratuities, and more that aren't available to the general public. We know the ins and outs, guys. We know what promotions are going on, and always use a travel advisor. Like myself, I don't charge a dime. We don't just find the best price. We ensure every moving part of your land and sea journey is synchronized at no extra cost to you. We want to make this a valuable experience. It's not always about, is this the cheapest? We got to stop looking at it like that. Is this the cheapest I can go? Because you get what you pay for. You're looking for value. Things that your travel advisor will do, like me, for example. I might say, well, this room's $50 cheaper than what this room is, but this room here is up closer to everything. It's more quiet. It's midship, so you're not going to get seasick. It's got $50 onboard credit, so that $50 that you're saving is null right there. Maybe it's got a Wi-Fi package, a drink package, something. We find the best value for you guys. And that is why you should use a travel advisor. And plus, you can say, okay, will you make my payments for me, like on such and such date each month? And that way I don't have to handle that. Sure thing. I'll do that for you. So that's one of the things that we do. The cruises, you got to ask yourself, If you enjoy the boat, you just do a cruise. Go there. If you don't like to fly, or if you don't like long flights, maybe you fly to Los Angeles, you fly to Seattle, and you go to Hawaii that way. Or you go to Alaska that way. Less time in the air, more time on the ocean. And then you get off occasionally at a port, go see a little bit of it, and you're fine with that. If you're more adventurous and you're able to get around, do the cruise tour. Okay? But book it early, make payments. That's my advice to you. I loved Norwegian Cruise Lines. I am a certified Norwegian Cruise Line agent, but I'm also Princess. I can't think of one I'm not certified with, and not just cruises, but Sandals, Elite Advisor. I've taken a lot of classes. I've gotten certified in a lot of these. So make sure to hit me up with any vacation needs, travel planning, even if it's a hotel, post hotel, if you're just going and road tripping, staying at different hotels, hit me up, guys. I can find the best deals for you. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope this clears some things up about cruises versus cruise tours. And as for me, Alaska is next on my list with a cruise tour. So my name's Kevin Sloan with Tradewinds Travel Team, Dream Vacations. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that free subscribe, turn the notify bell on so it pops up as soon as I post these videos. You guys have a blessed day.